What's up, friends? It is Monday, January 21st. Lee Cruz is out today. In fact, he's out all week.
Yeah.
He's taking a vacation, so we've got Chief Meteorologist Bill Mack sitting in for him today.
Right there. See it?
Look at that. He's official. Finally got his name on here.
When
Bill
you actually
and
are
Hayley.
scheduled for 2 days in a row, they actually make a sign for you.
They do. This is pretty serious, Bill. This
Yeah.
is pretty serious. I'm just glad you're here this time.
Yeah, the last time I sort of forgot.
Yeah, he was supposed to fill in. And then I think Claire, she was at her desk, and we were like, can you please fill in? Bill's not here.
Because I was at the mall having dinner or lunch with my daughter. And it's like, wait a second, I'm supposed to do the 12 o'clock show today.
I've done that. Isn't that the worst feeling? And there's no way to possibly make it to what you suddenly realize that you forgot.
I can do a lot of things I cannot warp time and space.
I know, but that's all right.
I'm working on it. I'm working on it.
All right. Okay. Well, what's going on with you? What's new?
Well, had a little bit of snow, which always makes for a fun, interesting weekend.
Right.
The lunar eclipse was last night, which was, again, more sciencey fun.
Sciencey fun.
Sciencey fun is how we roll.
Yeah.
That's what's important in life.
Yes, it is. I hear you've got some new royalty in the Weather Center. Jill Swed.
Yeah,
right?
She got her official CBM from the American Meteorological Society. So now every time I see her, I have to do this.
Right.
Because I've got the old school AMS seal.
Oh, wow.
You know, the one that the old guys have.
Right.
And she's got the brand spanking new one. So, and between Seth and Jill both, I mean, we've got two of the great young meteorologists anywhere around. And so for her to get that, it's a big deal.
It is a big deal, isn't it? I think a lot of people don't know exactly what it means or how big of a deal it is, but it is a huge deal to get that certification.
You have to have all the education requirements, plus you have to demonstrate on air that you know what you're talking about. You submit your stuff in, and then there's all the continuing education credits that go along with it. So again, for Jill right there, who looks like she is doing an impersonation of a bunny.
That's what I thought when I first saw this picture online.
Yeah. But yeah,
look at her.
Yeah, so for Jill, we say salute.
Yes, that is right. I feel like we have to talk about Jill on here because 9 times out of 10 during the show, she's sitting right there in the Weather Center, and Lee and I often solicit her opinion on different stories. So you guys know Jill.
Seth. I mean,
yeah. And we've got Seth over there too.
Yeah.
We love Seth too. We've got a great weather team here. Okay, so as we said, Lee is on vacation this week, but
although he was in the building.
I know, he was here this morning. He can't stay away.
It's almost like I saw my doppelganger. You know, it's like it's like if we would have touched, it would have been antimatter matter explosion, and then all annihilation.
And then what? I'd definitely be here alone. Yeah. You definitely wouldn't be here. I always joke with Lee. I'm always like, you can't stay away. He's always at the station.
You're off. Go away.
Home. Rest. Stay away. But before he left, on Friday, we were talking to viewers about how we always love to see when viewers send in pictures of where they're watching us if they're not at home.
Right.
But a lot of like doctors' offices and stuff like that will air us, and we love to see where people are seeing us during the day. So we asked viewers last week if they would send in some of those pictures if they were at the dentist or anything like that. So we've got a couple of those photos. This is from Sapphire. She sent us this. She said she gets her oil changed. Wherever she gets that done, she says they always have the show on. So love that. And I think she actually sent this in while we were actually talking about it.
Oh, perfect.
On Friday. So she was literally watching us while
she was also
getting her oil
paying
changed.
attention, which was the important thing.
Paying attention. And they have the sound on. A lot of places when they air TVs, but they have a show or any TV, but then they have them all muted. So I'm glad they have the sound on.
It's always weird when being someplace and you look up and you see yourself in a promo. Yeah.
Oh, I know. Isn't that so awkward? I was getting my nails done recently and that happened, and I just was like,
Nope.
sinking down in my pedicure chair. All right, that photo you just saw there is from Sheila Hampton. She sent us this selfie checking out Live with Lee and Hayley at her job at Ertel Medicine in Winchester. What's up, girl? Hope you're working hard. I bet she was on her lunch break here.
Oh, absolutely.
She was definitely on her lunch break.
Although I think most places do give you an excuse, and she would get the doctor's note anyway to watch Lee and Hayley.
Yeah, that's true. Well, in full disclosure, Sheila is Lee's cousin, so he may have paid her to watch. And finally, Mariah Slaughter captured this photo of someone getting in a little bit of relaxation. While watching Live with Lee and Hayley. This was taken at National City Bank. Thank you all for sharing your pictures. Send us a picture when you see Live with Lee and Hayley out on somewhere in public. We would love to see it, and we'll share it on our Facebook page. But yeah, I was getting my nails done, and I suddenly hear my voice.
Yeah.
And then I look up, and thank goodness I'd been to the gym or something, so I had no makeup on. I had a hat on, thank goodness, because I'm just like, it's just so awkward.
Yeah, it is.
Isn't it?
Why, look, it's me, and boy, don't I look good today.
Yeah, you don't want to be like, that's right, I better get out of here before someone recognizes me. That's right. Where I get my nails done, I don't want to say where it is. Because it's here in Lexington. I don't want to say where it is.
You don't go out of town for this.
That's right. I stay local. I don't want to say where it is because I don't want everybody flocking there and make me wait an hour. The place I go, the owners, they have this little boy that's 2 years old, and he's always there when I get my nails done. He loves me, and I love him. I just want to kiss his little face off.
Aww.
He comes over 9 times out of 10 when I'm there, and I'll be sitting there, and he comes in and he just lays his head on my leg and just lays there. And then he pretends he's a cat. And that's okay, because I'll just rub his little head. He's so cute. But yeah, the owners, I think they got nervous the first time he did it, thinking, you know, some people are weird. Like, I don't know if they thought I was going to be like, but I was like, oh, guys, there's a cat here.
Yeah. It's a big cat.
It's a big cat. He's so cute. Okay, you want to do today's Hot Topics?
We can do Hot Topics.
All right, here we go.
Hot Topics.
Okay, lots of NFL action yesterday. Saints head coach Sean Payton says the NFL's head of officials told him the officials blew the call by not penalizing the Los Angeles Rams in their game yesterday. Oh my gosh. It changed the game.
Blatant.
Yeah, I mean, are you kidding me? Well, it was for pass interference late in the fourth quarter in yesterday's NFC Championship game. Coach Payton says he and his team will probably never get over this because the Rams ended up beating the Saints in overtime, 26-23. The incident sparked an extensive social media reaction. The Rams will face Tom Brady and the New England Patriots in the Super Bowl. New England beat the Kansas City Chiefs in overtime as well, 37-31. Are you kidding me?
And the thing was, in that game, the refs swallowed their whistles. I mean, there was so much stuff that was going on that was not getting called. In the other game, they were calling everything. Little thing. And it was to the point of being ridiculous going the other way.
Yeah. It's like there has to be a happy medium. Just call the stuff. Is it that hard? When there's something, call it.
And you've got replay for everything, and replay takes forever. But when there's something that is that blatant,
obvious, how could they not stop and say, let's get this right? Give us 1 minute.
Yeah.
And, I mean, if the head of officials, and they have all the technology now, there's no way they couldn't have gone back and watched that and been like, you're right, we didn't call that. That's stupid.
Because all the networks have their referees in the booth.
That's right.
And they were all saying that this was going to get called one way, and then they go ahead on the field and call it the exact opposite of what the referees in the booth were saying was going to happen.
It's just so. And it's one thing if it happens in a game where then that team still wins.
Right.
But when it was a game of this magnitude to send you to the Super Bowl and the other team wins, it's just like. I mean, I can't, as the coach said, they'll never get over it.
Losing. The way that the Saints lost yesterday with that, or how my Bears lost when you get the double doink on the field goal that should have sent them forward. Yeah, I don't know which one was tougher, because I did not talk like for the rest of the night after that. That was ugly.
Isn't it crazy how, I mean, it's just so painful when not only your team loses, when they lose in a way like that. It's just like, can I get a break here?
Hey. As long as we're talking football, I got to meet a football player.
You did?
Over the weekend.
Oh, really?
Tim Tebow was in town. He was here for the 30th anniversary of Lexington Christian Academy. And,
oh, wow.
And the thing was, my daughter, who you see there on the left, she was intending on this to be the meeting for the engagement.
That's right.
That was the plan.
I see
and then
that.
He goes and gets engaged earlier in the week, and I texted Olivia that, and she said, well, he hasn't met me yet.
That's right.
And
things could change.
They could change. Now, I get to go all Roadhouse with this student. You may not get the reference. I thought he'd be bigger.
Oh.
I don't know. You got to be old enough to.
Honestly, though, you thought.
Yeah.
I guess I don't get the reference.
But what an incredibly nice young man.
Yeah. And I feel like that's what everyone says about him.
Yeah, just very, very easy to talk to. And he's meeting all these folks beforehand, before the ceremony they had. Just as nice as he could be.
That's awesome. That is awesome. When you hear that about it, and then you get to hear that about someone, and then you get to see that.
And I think Olivia still has her fingers crossed that maybe,
You never know. You never know. I feel like, when he got engaged, hearts were breaking across the U.S. because so many women, myself, Olivia included, we were like, maybe that's why he hadn't gotten married yet. He hasn't met us.
Yeah.
But he's got a lucky girl, and she's very lucky. That's for sure. So really, he was smaller than you thought he was going to be,
I was expecting it's like 6'3", 6'4", just
he
giant
didn't look
of a
that
man.
much taller than you.
He's a couple inches taller than me, and really not that much broader. I mean, he's obviously a professional athlete, but I was expecting somebody much bigger.
Yeah.
But again, there you see, for size comparison, I'm 5'10", 195. He's not much bigger than I am.
Gosh, all right. Well, that's cool of him to come to the event. That is awesome. Well, there's a new action figure for sale, but it maybe is more for adults than for kids. This is Robert Mueller, the special counsel investigating possible Russian interference in the 2016 presidential election. That's right, he's now an action figure. Jason Feinberg, the man who created the toy, says his company started by making an action figure, oh no, in the likeness of former President Barack Obama. He followed that up with a Supreme Court Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg toy. Now we see there's President Trump on the left, and now Robert Mueller. This is funny. This is hilarious. Oh, Ruth, there she is. Oh, honey child.
That's when you know you've made it in life, and when you become a bobblehead.
Yeah. looks pretty much like him.
It is really pretty good.
That is good. Okay, a rare lunar eclipse captured the attention of sky gazers late Sunday night and into Monday morning. Yep. The phenomenon is known as a super blood wolf moon. That's right. You take this one. You know about this.
It was caused by sunlight passing through the Earth's atmosphere. It illuminates the moon in a dramatic fashion, turning it blood red. The super blood moon, which is a social media creation, is basically when a total lunar eclipse coincides with a supermoon, which is when the moon is at its full and closest approach in the Earth orbit. The next total lunar eclipse visible in the U.S. will be in 2022. I believe we have a solar eclipse before then as well. And yeah, I went out and saw it. I saw it last night about 10:30, and it was a little bit of a partial. And went out again at 11:30, and it was basically the blood red. And then also realized it's really doggone cold out here, and it's
yeah. I just want to see it, but really quickly.
In, out, and
really quickly. If Lee was here, he'd do his movie credits voice. He always goes, in a world.
Super blood moon. Everything's got to be marketed now. It's just a lunar eclipse.
That's it.
Yeah.
I'll be honest, I forgot that it was happening last night, and I woke up this morning, I saw the pictures, and I was like, I miss all the cool stuff.
But I think it was cold.
Yeah, I was just hibernating. Tonight it's going to get so much colder though, right?
No, it was colder last night.
It was colder last night?
Yeah, it won't be as cold.
Okay. All right, everybody, those are today's hot topics. Stick with us. Coming up, there are several ways that you can get back in the game after an injury. Up next, me and Lee are going to teach us about gyrotonics, a therapeutic fitness practice. I know, that's made its way to Lexington. It's actually really cool. A little bit painful, but awesome. We're going to talk about that next.